Mr. Yusuf, now we understand that we have factories all over the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia which are producing dates, and very recently in the newspapers there was much boom about women working in the factories way more efficiently in the packaging of the dates than the men, and we are seeing an increasing number of women in that field as well, and mashallah, that only brings smiles to our faces to see the development in the noble country. Now talk to us a little bit about your factory. Since right now the factories in Unaizah we have factories in Unaizah, we have factories in Jilf, we have factories in a lot of countries. But mostly in the cities of Saudi Arabia, we are only right now limited towards the Medina dates.
Yes.
Medina dates are very much famous.
Yes.
So how is it that you're planning on making the Unaizah dates as famous as the Medina dates in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and abroad as well?
Yeah. By the way, yesterday I visited Al-Hassa, and there was a big factory, and all the people who worked there were women. Yeah, just for your information, and which is good way. They know how to package very good, and so it's better to use. You see, in the old past, the man bring the dates from the tree, and the woman package it. So we should go back to this this way. The factories that it's all around Saudi Arabia, it's very small business, very small business. According to the big production we have from the dates, we have more than 1 million ton. These factories, they care, let's say maybe 10% of this, or less than that. So we still nothing, there's still nothing in this business. We need to work hard in marketing in the whole kingdom. We need to work. We have big production, and the farm, if he does not find a good sales for his product, he will not continue. So we have to really. We believe that the farm, he's doing good business by growing the dates. Now it's our time to help him to find the customers, to do sales, to do marketing in these days. I believe the government should involve in this matter. The agriculture bank should involve in this matter to help the farmers. Otherwise, the farmers will face a big problem. As I said, the factories are still in very few numbers, and it's nothing, in this.
Most definitely. Now moving on to you, Mr. Vikram. We understand that it is the idea itself is amazing, but moving on actually implementing the idea, because that is where the hard work really begins, in making sure as to how is it that you're going to be packaging the dates, which are going to be selling as well the Dutch favorites.
Yeah.
Now we understand that chocolates are a world over favorite gourmet dessert, and we have a lot of gourmet dates over here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where our high-class factories are actually promoting dates which have roses on them, which are actually incorporated with roses. Then we have the nutty dates, we have the chocolatey dates, we have all kinds of dates literally. So what are the particular kind of dates, and how is it that you are thinking about selling it?
Well, that remains to be seen, of course. We are taking the first step now. But one of the things we plan to do is we start with a basic product, and Mr. Yusuf already gave some good ideas to set up little booths in supermarkets where people can try the different dates to start making people aware of how nice the dates are, and that you can get one with the nuts and one with the chocolate and one with the rose.
Indeed, truly.
So that will be the way that we will start with marketing it.
Certainly, and I believe there is a lot of potential in something like this, because nowadays we get to see that from the West we are constantly hearing the cries from people that the people are becoming couch potatoes. They're eating more, exercising less, eating unhealthy foods. Fast food culture is so much on the boom in the West, and all over in Europe we get to see it. Be it the doner kebabs, which are available all over Europe, to the different kinds of regional and traditional snacks that they have. all of it is sometimes really not good for you. So dates are something which are really very good in terms of the nutrients it has, in terms of the energy it could give you without as many calories adding onto it, and at the same time it's really a very healthy snack. So we really do hope that we would get to see dates like this. But with this, Mr. Yochum, tell us as to what are your plans of implementation for this date project, and how soon it is that we would be able to see the Unaizah dates in the Dutch market.
Okay. Well, the first step will be to be able to get the dates quickly from the Unaizah dates market to Holland. Yeah. So that will require some logistical planning. We will also ask our government in Holland to maybe help us to build a cold store to receive the dates. And then the plan, then we inshallah, as you say, in about 1 year, we will start selling the dates in Holland.
Well,
and the rest of Europe.
Most definitely. That is an initiative taken very, very highly, and we are very much glad that Unaizah and Holland are really bridging the gap to go ahead and take the trade to the next step forward. And well, we are definitely going to be asking one last message from our Dutch gentleman and our Saudi gentleman over here to give the last words of wisdom to all those who have actually enjoyed this conversation, a message of how is it that we're going to be taking the Unaizah dates to the Dutch world.
Seriously, Nihat, I mean, very briefly, I really want to ask Mr. Yusuf, as to Mr. Yusuf, I mean, like, your family has been
Salma, if you keep the red pot down, they can focus more, I believe.
Your family has been growing dates and having the dates businesses for a long time, right? Yes. How do you feel about now being at this point where you feel that your dates are going to be very soon exported to a very important part of Europe? I mean, do you think that your grandparents ever thought about this business going that far?
You see, before, we used to eat dates. The children used to eat the dates. Now the children, you know, really away from that, which is big problem. You know, we have to make something to keep the children, you know, taking this or eating the dates, which is good for their health. Now to send it outside Saudi Arabia. At that time, you know, they only have a few quantities that only just to eat it, you know. But now, yes, you know, they will not think that they have the dates outside Saudi Arabia, and I'm going to handle this job. No, you know, it's.
And I think it's really remarkable, Mr. Yusuf and Mr. Yochum, we wish you all the very, very best in this brilliant idea when it comes to taking Saudi dates all the way to Holland. And we hope to see them in all over the European market, inshallah, very soon. So all the best to you, gentlemen. And we hope to see more support provided by the government for businesses as such when it comes to really representing Saudi Arabia on the international market scene as well. I mean, aside from the best kiwis coming from New Zealand, you have the Saudi dates sitting in the fruits or the vegetables market. It's really going to be a remarkable achievement for Saudi Arabia. And with this, we hope also that more of the small-scale businessmen are going to think about the future of their children, like Mr. Yusuf said, that it is to keep the children engaged in the family business as well, because times have changed now. Our grandfathers, perhaps by farming or doing small-scale businesses, would be able to have enough income or enough revenues which would be sufficient for a small-scale family. But nowadays families are growing, the necessities of life are growing. There is a very important need for education and proper funds to educate the children at this time too. So to keep the family businesses going, because we don't want this beautiful tradition of growing dates and selling dates, which is something which is embedded with the roots of Saudi Arabia, to die down. So we hope that more of the businessmen would actually go ahead, support the smaller scale businesses in terms of keeping themselves alive, because these are small things which we could really call the cultural identity of Saudi Arabia. So to keep these businesses alive, because even during Janadriya, it was very heartbreaking for us to see that some of the people who are making the traditional Saudi slippers or some of the traditional handicrafts, even they're saying that those industries would eventually die because the children want to go outside of Unaizah or Taif or their own smaller cities perhaps to go and have better education and settle down in the major cities. We don't want our these cities to get empty by all the